Yo, what is up, legends? My name is Wikus and welcome back to the Week Trading channel. As expected, we had a very interesting week with a ton of consolidation. On Friday, we found a bit of bull momentum that wanted to push the market out of the consolidation box, but did not happen yet. For now, there's technical information showing that the market can continue bullish or that we can possibly just continue bearish. So let's go into all the technical aspects that we can find on the charts to see what we can possibly expect for the week ahead. Okay, legends, as always, let's start with plotting out our most important support and resistance zones on the chart. So first of all, let's start with the monthly zones. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit and just bring my chart a bit closer. Okay, so the first one we've got, we're going to place that one there. And then we're going to place this one here. And we can place this one there. And the next one we can place there. So I'm just going to keep those there for now. As there's a possibility that we can go to the top, but I'm not seeing it for now, so I don't want to clutter my chart with unnecessary lines. Let's go down to the weekly time frame and just zoom out a little bit. Before I plot those weekly zones, there's just something that I wanted to draw out and just place this nice trend line that we basically formed here. So we've got this channel that ran on the market the past couple of weeks, and the reason why I'm plotting it out now is to show you something interesting. In this area we've got this little zone here, and if we take a line through that area, we can see that there was a bit of resistance there, another resistance respecting that line, a breakthrough, semi-retest, and another beautiful retest. And we closed below that line last week, and we made a nice doji at the bottom. So I'm not going to keep this line on the chart. I just wanted to show you guys that we had this trend as well that played within this big channel that was running up. And if we go down to the lower time frames, we can see that the market actually respected this area quite a bit here at these areas where the trend line basically broke out of the channel and formed this area here with a nice break. And we have not retested this specific zone here. So that is a possibility that the market can push up with a bit of bull momentum to that specific spot. Actually go a bit lower to about 14,800 when I draw the line earlier today. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that zone and just go back to my weekly time frame and place the weekly zones that I need on my chart. I'm going to take that channel away and just get my line out. Okay, where we can actually just copy one of these lines. So we can take another one here and let's go place our weekly zones. So we've got this weekly zone here. I'm going to change my template. I changed the way that my weekly zones and my daily and my monthly zones look, just so I can make sure that I can actually leave some space for the eye to catch trends in the market. And we can place this one there, and we can place another one there that's basically at this monthly zone. So I'm going to remove that one and just keep the monthly zone there, and we can actually place another one here. That one is far enough, and we can place that one there. So I'm just going to keep those ones there, and we can go down to the daily time frame. The daily time frame zones has been playing quite a significant amount in this consolidation box, but it's also irritating me because it's cluttering up my chart, and I hate a cluttered up chart. Okay, so let's just place a few of them just so that we know that we have the most important ones on the chart. So the first one we've got is roundabouts here. Going to change my template to a daily zone template. There we go. And you can see how the market actually played around that specific area here. And we've got this one there as well. Market played with that one as well. And we've got smaller ones here on the left that actually also played quite well with what the chart has been doing the past week. I'm just going to take that one away and just keep these ones here and just zoom in a little bit, see if I can any important ones here, possibly this one here as well. Change this template. That one is on the monthly, so I'm going to remove it. This one here, play a little bit, I'm going to remove it. Okay, I'm just going to keep these zones here for now as it is. These weekly, monthly zones, those two daily zones, the monthly and the weekly there. I don't want to clutter up my charts. It really irritates me when there's too many lines and too many stuff that I need to keep in mind when I analyze the chart. Okay, I'm going to lock those ones so I don't lose it. And now we go look at what happened on the chart the past week and use that to our advantage to see what we can expect for the coming week. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we closed a nice doji, showing that the market actually opened and closed with a 30 pip difference on the chart, a bull difference. So there was a bull momentum of a 30 pip difference on the chart, and that shows that there's a lot of indecision in the market. Now we can confuse that with most probably bull momentum, looking at what happened on Friday, but we need to keep the big picture in mind. If we go down to the daily time frame and we look at this massive bear candle, the market did not want to close below that candle, but also did not want to close above that candle, showing that we are still inside of this candle, and all the momentum inside of this candle is part of the indecision in the market. So we do not have any clear indication on the daily time frame as for now that the market is definitely going to go bullish or definitely going to go bearish, as well as on the weekly, because the doji indecision candle, we basically ignore it. We just see it as indecision. The market doesn't know what it wants to do. Going down to the lower time frame, the 4 hour, if we look at this whole structure here, the one thing that I am recognizing is that we have this pattern. If I can find the correct tool, I'm not really good with tools on my trading view. I don't really use it a lot. Okay, so we've got this candle here, bullish engulfing. We've got this candle here, bullish engulfing. We've got this candle here, bullish engulfing. And we've got this candle here, bullish engulfing. 4 4-hour candles showing bullish engulfing momentum on the chart. On the same time frame, the 4-hour time frame, if we use this area and we plot it down, we've got a nice trend that basically broke out now, and the market actually started moving away from that trend. We have, of all of these movements, we've only got 2 bearish engulfing candles, showing that there is less bear momentum in this specific zone than there is bull momentum. So keeping in mind that the daily is still indecisive and the weekly is still indecisive, the 4-hour has started showing us there's much more support at the region of 13,885 than there is resistance at the region of 14,500, and that area around about there. Okay, so what I am seeing is a possible breakout to the top, a possible retest of this 14,694 area, or this 14,600, 14,500 area round about here. So I'm just going to mark it off and just highlight this area here, so we possibly a retest there and a continuation to the top. So I would like to see the market doing this, breaking out to that area, or maybe just below this weekly zone, catching a bit of consolidation at this zone, and then a continuation to the top. But once again, as mentioned earlier, with that other line that broke out of the channel that comes past this area, we can see that the 14,800 is at a weekly zone as well. So what can happen is actually this playing out, that the market comes up to the zone and then a continuation to the bottom. Now, obviously, when it comes back into the box, it will most probably jump around a little bit again before a continuation. The reason why I'm seeing that as well is because we are still in a bearish ABCD pattern on the lower time frames, especially the 4-hour. So we are running bearish ABCD patterns still. So to plot it out, we've got this structure playing out on the 4-hour bearish ABCD pattern, and we have not yet broken that completely. We have this one forming here at the bottom and one closing there, but remember, we need to complete it completely. So in other words, I would like this candle to actually close there, come back, and then retest, completely retest at this trend line or at this area, keeping in mind that we at least want a 38.2. So let's say the market pushes from that area till we get this weekly zone or this monthly zone. I'm going to change my fib quickly. Normal fib. So if the market pushes up to this area here, then we should at least get a pushback to the 38.2. If the market decides to push higher before it comes back, we can drag this one to the top, basically there. Then once again, we want a 38.2 and a continuation. If the market goes higher, we take this one there. We want a 38.2 at least before we start going into bull momentum completely. And once again, that needs to give us complete confirmation on the time frames, lower time frames of candles. So the candles needs to show us we've got spinning tops, we've got at least bullish spinning tops, we've got bullish engulfing candles, we've got a morning star pattern, something like that, indicating that the market actually really wants to push bullish from that specific zone. But we can still continue bearish as well. If the market pushes up to this area and stay above this or below this area, we are still in a complete bear ABCD pattern that can possibly break down. So there's a lot of indecision in the market. Don't just jump to we are definitely going bull, we are definitely going bear. Keep your mind open for what the market wants to do. Trade what you see on the chart, not what you think, not what you feel. If the market shows you that the market's getting resistance at one of these specific zones, look for sells. If the market comes back down and finds support at the lower time frames at these areas, the daily zones, the trend line, at least at a 38.2 on the fib, then we start looking for buys and we go into buys for the market to actually run back up. As for now, a lot of the technical traders, the big technical traders, I looked at their analysis videos the past couple of 2 days and their opinions of the chart. Most of them is still bearish in the charts. Personally, I'm looking for more buys again. I'm looking for the bulls coming back into the chart. But I see a lot of them warning that the market has not yet broken past that bear momentum and they are expecting the market to continue bearish. They are even expecting the market to possibly go up to 15,600 and then sell from that specific zone as well. And it's not the small traders I'm talking about, it's the big traders working for the big companies that's been loading videos and news articles and stuff of what's happening in the chart. So there is still a lot of bear momentum and fear in the market that can possibly push the market down. So for now, let's just wait for the market to break out of this consolidation zone. If the market stays in the consolidation zone, remember we buy at this area or we sell at this area to the bottom, we buy at this area to the top. If the market breaks out, wait for complete retest of that specific breakout and then buy the market to the top again. If we break out to the bottom, wait for a retest and continue with a sell to even go lower. Personally, I would actually want the market to push down once more, go to the 13,700 or 13,670 area. As I mentioned in the open group the past week, I would like the market to go to 13,670 and give us some buy zones there and then push up to the top again. If that happens, I will feel much more confident about buying from that specific zone. We actually did a bit more bear momentum than I expected on the previous week's video. I did expect the market to consolidate at this area, this 14,600, 14,400 area before we start moving bullish, but the market actually wants to go lower, so we started consolidating at a lower time or at a lower area on the chart, which is a good thing because it gives us more space to the top that we can start looking for buys using previous support and resistance zones. Remember, the lower the market pushes now, the more opportunity we get for buys because we've got more spots or places on the chart that we can keep in mind and use in our analysis. So for now, I'm semi-bullish, not completely. I will be looking for buys, but as soon as it actually just ticks all my boxes, 38.2, break of the trend line, this little trend line here, break of my resistance zones, break out of the box. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the market holds for us this week. It's going to be an interesting week. If the bulls comes in, I think it's going to be a massive bull week if they decide to come in. So it's going to be a lot of bull momentum, the same that we've been seeing the past week. The consolidation box is massive, 5,000 pip jump, basically. Yeah, 7,000 pip. 7,000 pip basically that we got on the charts on Friday, and we are still inside of the consolidation box. So yeah, let's see what happens this week. Hope you have an awesome week. Hope this video helps you. Got any questions, leave a comment down below. Got opinions, leave a comment down below. Please click on the like button, the subscribe button, and ring that bell notification. And please feel free to join our free Telegram group. I'm always online and willing to answer questions or opinions, or send me a screenshot of your analysis, and I'll be open to chat with you. Thank you for taking the time out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll speak to you next week. Have a legendary week. Cheers.